अस्सलाम वालेकुम मौलाना।
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well and everyone can clearly. Right, so which lesson did we reach last lesson?
I think we're going to do 3.
Yep, correct. So let me just bring you onto the screen. Okay, let's. All right, so lesson number 3. It's not a difficult lesson, it's a straightforward lesson. However, before I start the lesson itself, we did this lesson.
No.
We did the point to remember. Okay, right, so that's fine. Right. So 323. 4. So lesson 3, you said, Sister Najla.
Yeah. Wajida, I said.
This is beautiful. Okay. Sister, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Salma. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullah. Good to see you.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you, Sheikh.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, and how are you?
Alhamdulillah. So I want you to start off because you missed last week's lesson. So I want you to come on the mic and start the lesson. So now this lesson which we're going to do, this lesson is a very important lesson. And we're going to practice in this lesson about the adjective and superlative noun. Like, for example, we use the word ashrafu, which means most respected, or a'lamu, the most learned, or the ahsanu, ahsanullah khaliqin, so the best self. So it's on the path of af'alu. It's the pattern of af'alu, as you can see here. This one, af'alu. And the purpose of this noun is that there are 2 purposes of a noun made on that pattern. It gives it the superlative degree that he is the best student in the class, for example, or he is better than Hamid, or he is younger than, for example, Zaid itself. So this pattern of af'alu, it conveys 2 meanings. Either it's superlative, the best student, or he is better than someone. So there are 2 ways it will be used. It either sometimes is used as mudaf ilay. For example, if you look over here now, I'm just giving a summary so that before we start you understand what's happening. So here, if you see here, Ibrahimu, so Ibrahimu is the subject, as you can see, is inserted after Ibrahim. Ahsanu talibin. So ahsanu is the actual pattern, and the noun ahsanu is a dipto noun. What do I mean by dipto noun? It's a noun which does not take a tanween. So ahsanu, wherever it comes, it will have only one dhamma or one fatha, depending on where it comes. And here ahsanu talibin, here it comes as mudaf, and talibin mudaf ilayh. So you can see the word talibin coming with a kasra, everyone.
Yes.
So this is ahsanu talib mudaf mudaf ilayh, and fil madrasati is in the school. So Ibrahim is the best student in the school. So this is one way it comes. And the other way, the word, the pattern. So the word tawilun. Everyone know tawilun? Tawilun meaning?
Long.
Oh,
Long.
Yeah, true. Yeah, tall or long. Now, if you want to say atwal or taller,
Yeah.
for example, if you go to the shop, like the word asghar, Ali Asghar. Ali Asghar means small. Akbar or akbaru means bigger, older. And awsatu means middle. Okay. Now, the other way, so over here, or as I've shown you, ahsan or talibin, this comes in the superlative degree meaning. And the other way, this noun will be used, for example, if you look over here, Bilalun atwalu min aminatu. So here, now it's the word tawilun is put on the pattern of af'alu, and after the noun itself, you will have min. You will have min. And it means that he is better than someone or he is taller than someone. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Right. Now, when we read the lesson, it will be much more clearer, and I will explain it again so that you have a better understanding. This is a really important lesson, and that's the reason why I thought to explain it slightly outside the lesson, outside the actual reading the text, so that when you read it, you are more familiar with it. Sister Salma, Bismillah. Sister Salma, is Sister Mansoura going to come today, or is she?
no, she's not.
Okay, I'll speak to her as well then.
Okay.
No problem. Bismillah. Number one.
In this lesson, we learn the following: comparative and superlative degrees of the adjective. Adjectives in the comparative degree are on the pattern of af'alu, like ajmalu, more beautiful, ahsanu, better, asgharu, smaller, aqdamu, older. As we have already learned, words on this pattern are diptotes, and so they have no tanween.
Is that clear so far? So the pattern of af'alu, so jamilun becomes ajmalu, qadimun means old, becomes aqdamu, saghirun becomes,
Asgharu.
and hasanun becomes ahsanu. And they are dipto nouns, and they don't take
A tanween.
exactly. Is this clear for everyone so far?
Yes.
Brilliant. Let's continue.
Af'alu is followed by min, than. Example: Hamidun atwalu min Bilalin. Hamid is taller than Bilal. Af'alu is the same for masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. Example: Bilalun atwalu min Aminata. Bilal is taller than Amina. Aminatu atwalu min Bilalin. Amina is taller than Bilal. Al-abna'u atwalu minal banati. The sons are taller than the daughters. Al-banatu atwalu minal abna'i. The daughters are taller than the sons. Note the following examples wherein min is followed by a pronoun. Anta ahsanu minni. You are better than I. Ana aksaru minka. I am shorter than you. Hum akbaru minasin.
No, hu akbaru minna.
Okay. Hum akbaru minna
Sinnan.
sinan.
Yeah.
Sinan. They're older than we.
Okay, now let me explain this. Now, what's happening here now is that you will see the word af'alu. Now, af'alu, remember this book only tells you af'alu. In total, af'alu has 3 forms for the masculine and 3 forms for the feminine. So it has singular, dual, plural, singular feminine, dual, and plural. So I'll send this in the group so that you're familiar with example. For example, you know the word a'zamu. A'zamu means great, yes? From the word azim.
Azim.
So a'zamu means the masculine a'zamu, and for the feminine, like you know, you use the word ayatullah, ayatullah.
Hmm.
So ayatullah al-uzma. So if you remove the alif lam, the word uzma is the feminine of af'alu. So a'zamu, uzma. For example, absharu, the best news. Absharu, bashir or bushra. Now everyone knows the name bushra. Yes.
Yes.
So bushra is the feminine of absharu. For example, asgharu is small. Yes.
Mm.
And sughra. So everyone knows sughra. So that's on the pattern of fu'la. For example, I'll give you another one example, a popular one. Akbaru means something is tall, and the feminine for it is kubra. Everyone following?
Sheikh, I have a question.
Yes, Sister Layla.
Yeah. For example, min, right? Min
Yep.
is from, right?
Yep, correct.
How do you know that min is then or from? From?
Then min never comes in the meaning of then. It comes in the meaning of sorry. Okay, good question. Min itself comes in the meaning of min. Min comes in the meaning of from.
Yeah.
However, when it comes with the pattern of atwalo, the superlative noun, it comes in the meaning of than, because there's two names.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So Bilalun atwalo min Amina. So whenever it has the pattern, whenever af'alo pattern comes before it, you will know that it comes in the meaning of than. It's comparing two individuals.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's the way. And you also see here is that the word atwalo is singular feminine, and it's used with the masculine. So Bilal is masculine, atwalo is used. Amina is female, but still the masculine version atwalo is being used. And even over here now, plural, masculine, al-abnao atwalo. So abna is boys, but still the singular feminine is used. And al-banatu atwalo. So here again, al-banatu atwalo, the girls is plural, but the singular masculine atwalo is used. And minal abnai, minal banati is coming after that. Is that clear for everyone now? So in all of these four cases, be it masculine, feminine, singular, or plural, atwalo is used, regardless of the nouns before atwalo is feminine, plural, or masculine plural. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
Good.
So what about the letter akbaru, or that also the same case?
Same case. When it's comparing between two individuals or a group of individuals, it will be one pattern atwalo itself.
Okay.
Continue, Sister Sulma. And then the other thing is that over here now, after min, a noun is coming, a name of an individual. Amina, Bilal, Banat, or Abna, correct? So after min, names are coming, proper nouns. But and after min, sometimes you have pronouns. Yes, pronouns. So minni, anta ahsanu minni. So ya is representing ana, minka is you, and huwa akbaru minna. So minna is representing nahnu. So I just want to show something, and I'll share this in the group as well. Give me 1 second. Just to get yourself, do you make this mistake? Just to remind everyone again. So these ones here, huwa, huma, hum. Sister Kulthum, Bismillah, you got your hand up.
Yes, Sheikh. I'm so sorry. I attended just a few minutes late. So you were
talking about akbaru and how the feminine is kubra.
Yep.
So akbaru or akbar is bigger than, right? And
Yes.
kubra. So, but kubra, I thought that when we were looking at these either better than, bigger than,
Yep.
comparatives
Yep.
and superlatives, that they were the same for feminine and male. But
Yes,
you are
that's
saying
correct.
not.
It is the same. Akbar is used correct, but now the word al-kubra, it will be only used when it's coming as an adjective for a previous word. So when you're comparing between two individuals, you will use the singular masculine akbaru minka. But when it comes as an adjective, for example, the building is really tall. It's a great building. The building is great. So then you use a singular feminine version, depending upon if the actual adjective, the thing which has been described, is masculine or feminine itself.
So
So
then
that's
it's superlative.
yeah. So for ayatullah al-uzma is being used as an adjective here, not as a, for example, as a comparative between two individuals or a group of individuals. It's showing that ayatullah al-uzma is an adjective here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So when it's used, if the noun which has been described, and you want to say that it's the greatest building or the great building, then you use and the noun, previous noun is masculine or feminine, then it will follow accordingly. And then it's not in the meaning of comparing between two individuals or a group of individuals, but it's come in the meaning of an adjective itself. That is it. And over here now, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antuna, ana and nahnu. These are the detached pronouns that when they represent individuals in a conversation or in a or representing a person itself. Now these are the attached ones, which attach with a noun or a pronoun. So minhu, min huma, so huwa, huma hum, hi ha, huma hunna, ka, huma kum, ki, huma kunna. So let me just bring it with the pronoun. So I'm going to ask, who should I ask? I'm going to ask Doctor. Doctor, Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. So Doctor, what I want you to do is go through this. Minhu, which means from him. Minhuma, from them too. Minhum, from them. Minha, from her. Minhuma, from them too. Minhunna, from them all. Minka, from you. Minkuma, from you too. Minkum, from you all. Minki, you one female. Minkuma, you two females. Minkunna, you all females. Minni, from me. And minna, from us. Is that clear for everyone now?
Yes.
So this is how it comes with min. And then you have the other one, ila, fi, and ala. I'll send this in the group so that you can familiarize yourself as well with that as well. Any questions on this?
Why are these highlighted? Some are dark.
I highlighted them. The reason why I highlighted these ones here is that because I was teaching book one, and I highlighted them to make them understand is that this is how.
The gray one too.
1 second, let me go back.
I mean, it will help us to understand the gray areas.
Yeah, so the only reason why they have been highlighted just to show you is that here, that huma, that here it has huma with a dhamma, and here fi kitabihima, because of the fi, the kitabihima, the ba, after the ba, the ha is changing the harakat from a dhamma to a kasra, okay? And over here, who is the detached pronoun, but because of fi, sometimes the suitability, the pronouns, harakat is slightly fi kitabihi, fi kitabihima, fi kitabihim.
Because of her feature, right?
Yeah.
Anta is not, even though fi we're using fi.
Sorry?
It's saying fi kitabi kuma, not kima. So it's different.
Yeah, the fi kitabiki, fi kitabika, fi Kuma, these ones do not change. Their harakat, these ones here, the harakat slightly alter.
Okay. If they change, then they are great. Okay, I understand. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, that's the reason why. Thank you for the observation, because I wasn't going to touch upon that, because I thought, because normally you would learn it as you go along, but yes, the grey is because of that reason itself.
You
Right.
send it to us, right, Chef?
Yeah, I'll send this handout straight after the class, so that you got this as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions on this so far?
So Sheikh, I just want to clarify.
Yep.
You said that when the noun is when it's used as an adjective, then it takes the feminine form. So akbar becomes kubra, right? When it's used to describe a noun as an adjective.
Yeah. So what happened? Yeah, as long as write this. As long as the previous noun is feminine.
Oh, as long as the previous noun
yeah.
is feminine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for example, ayatullah. The word ayatullah. Ayatullah is a
You said
feminine.
Uzma.
Yeah. Ayatullah is feminine. Ayatullah, a sign of Allah. Do you remember the lesson in book 2?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about mudaf ilay. Do you remember that? And we spoke
Yes.
about, and after the mudaf ilay, if you want the adjective to come for the mudaf, it follows the harakat. For example, if I want to say the new imam's house, so we will say for example, Baytul Imami, because Baytu, it has a dhamma. Do you want me to go back to that lesson?
No, it's okay. So Baitul Imami.
Let me show you. No, let me go back. It's good. Let me show you that lesson. Where is that book gone? That's lesson number 4, I think. Should we?
G is big. G is coming.
Page 41.
Thank you for that. You remember that, Sister Kulthum? Yeah, that's the one. So let me just make it bigger for everyone. So on this page here, 41. Now here we have, for example, Baytul Imami. So Baytul Imami means the imams. So Baytul Imami means the imam's house. But when we want to bring an adjective, the word al-jadido is coming with alif lam. The reason why it comes with the alif lam, it's coming as an adjective for bayt, because you know when you say the word baytun by itself means a house. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Baytun
Yes.
means a house. But when you have a noun, for example, when you say his house or our house, it becomes possessed by someone, is in a possession of someone. So when it's in a possession of someone, it becomes a proper noun. It's your house, our house. It's restricted. The ownership is restricted to one person. Because of that, it becomes a proper noun. Otherwise, a house, it could be anyone's house. Correct?
Okay. Yes.
Now, Baytul Imami is the Imam's house. So Bayt itself by position as coming as mudaf is definite. Even though there's no alif lam, because it's mudaf to al-imam, it becomes definite by position. And that is the reason why the adjective for, if you want to say, when the imam's new house, the adjective for bayt has to come with alif lam, al. And it follows the same harakat as
Baitu.
bayt, which is a dhamma. So that's the reason why it's baytul imami al-jadido. So that's the reason why I said the imam's new house. Correct?
Yes.
Now, over here now, so the next one, Baytul Imami al-Jadidi. So here, the new imam's house. So the house is no longer new, but the imam is
New.
new. So that's the reason.
Harakat matches.
Exactly. So Baytul Imami al-Jadidi. Because al-imam has alif lam, al-Jadid is coming with alif lam. Imam is with kasra, al-Jadid is kasra. Now,
Right.
if I am going to say, now following the same system and process, Ayatullahi. Ayatullahi means sign of Allah, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, the word ayatun, it has a ta marbut at the end.
Right.
Now, when you want to bring an adjective for ayah, say the great ayah of Allah,
It has to be
ayah
feminine.
has
It
to be
has to
feminine.
match.
Yes.
جديدة.
नहीं جديدة नहीं होगा होगा al-udma.
Oh.
Al-udma. So al-udma is the sign, the great, it means the great sign of Allah.
And then we
So
tawag.
that means if the noun is female, then the adjective will be female.
Exactly.
If Thomas we were saying.
Yes, the mawsuf. If the actual mawsuf, the noun which is being described, is female, then the actual adjective will be female. Correct. Okay. Of course, I'll do this when we do this more detailed. But
Right here, I have one more question on the same page. If you can go back. So, like, this is the Baytul Imam al Jadidi, the Imam's new house.
Yep.
So, if we say the Imam house is new, is the same word, same sentence?
no, the Imam's house is new, becomes a new, it comes a completely new sentence. So what happens then? When you say the Imam's house is new,
New,
listen
yeah.
to it. The Imam's house is, you putting is, remember, is
Right.
new. So it becomes a complete sentence of mubtada and khabar. So be Baytul Imami Jadidun.
Okay.
So it'd be Baytul Imam is new. Baytul Imami Jadidun.
And there is no al.
Exactly. There's mubtada and khabar. And khabar is always without alif lam.
Perfect.
Got it?
Thank
Good question, Sister Rajda. Just to refresh everyone's memory. Right, okay, let's continue.
Sheikh, just one last question. So when Akbaru becomes Kubra,
Yep.
then will it stay in 3 letters? It will be Kaf and then Ba and Ra with the Dhamma, or will it take an Alif at the end?
Very good question. It's Kubra and Udma. It's about Kaf, Ba, Ra, and there's a Ya at the end.
There's a Ya at the end.
And the
Okay.
Ya has an Alif Maksura.
So it's like the Ya that's on the Alif of Akbar, like that Ya?
No, this is Alif Kubra, you know, like Alif Maksura, like Musa. You know, like the Musa, Isa,
Sa. Okay.
that type of Ya.
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked about.
Okay.
Thank you, Sheikh.
No problem. I just. Okay. Right, so that is that. Okay, well, let's go to the lesson itself back. Give me 1 second. Where's the book? So this is a long lesson, so I'm going to take my time with this. So this is atwala, 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 so forth, and then minni, minka, minna, sinnan. Is that clear for so everyone? Yes.
Yes.
Brilliant. Now the next one is I'm going to ask for Sister. Who am I going to ask? I'm going to ask Sister Wajda. She was Sister Kulthum. You was absent last week. Sister Kulthum, can you do hello?
Did you say me or was it Sister
Kulthum,
Batul?
Kulthum. I'll ask you first. Kulthum, you missed last week's lesson.
Yes.
Hello, go ahead. This afal is also used for a superlative degree. Continue.
Okay, afwalu is also used for the superlative degree. In this case, it is followed by a majroor noun. So it is Ibrahimu ahsanu talibin fil madrasati. Ibrahim is the best student in the school. Sheikh, I'm so sorry. It would be better if you ask somebody else because I am at my mom's house and there is background noise. I don't want to interfere with other students.
Okay, that's fair enough. Then I'm going to ask Sister Kanwal. Can you come on the mic, Sister Kanwal?
Hello, assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Islam. Sister Kanwal, it's next page. I want you to Al Azharu Aqdamu.
الأزهر أقدم جامعة في العالم.
Mhm.
Al-Azhar is the oldest university in the world.
So you see Al-Azharu aqdamu jami'atin. So aqdamu is mudaf. Jami'atin, the noun after it can be the kasra tanween. Jami'atin,
Is مضاف إليه.
yes. And then akbaru talibatin. Let's read this. Fatima.
فاطمة أكبر طالبة في فصلنا. Fatma is the eldest student in our class.
Correct.
The Arabic name for both the comparative and superlative degree is أفضل التفصيل. ولكن
So,
but
now we're going to start the next part now. So we're going to start walakinna is the sister of inna. So what does that mean? What does inna do? Anyone? Sister Munaza, do you remember? Or anyone?
When we have inna, we the khabar, we have the khabru inna, and we have the
Ism of inna.
ismu inna, and it takes a fatah.
What's
Oh,
it?
sorry, yeah, mansub becomes mansub.
What's mansub? Khabar or the ism?
The khabar.
No.
The ismu inna becomes mansub,
And the khabar becomes
and the khabar
marfu. That's right. Sister Layla, you got it right. So now, Kanwala Masroor, now here, lakinna, but is one of the sisters of inna. Continue now.
and so act like inna. Example, Bilalun mujtahidin walakinna hamidin kaslano. Bilal is the hardworking, but Hamid is lazy.
So you will see here now, Bilal mujtahidun. Bilal mujtahid mubtada khabar has the is between, and lakinna, but hamidan. So hamidan originally should have been hamidun, and it has hamidan because the ism of lakinna, because of but. The word kaslano, it should be kaslanun. The reason why it's kaslano, because any noun, remember this point, any noun which has alif and nun at the end, it is a dipto noun. It does not take the tanween.
Okay.
Like Ramadan, we don't say Ramadanun, we say Ramadano. We don't say Sha'banun, we say Sha'bano. These are 2 months of the Shahr of the Islamic months which do not take the tanween at all.
Okay, thank you.
And then continue, finish these 2 lines.
Yes. أخي متزوج
Yep.
ولكني أزاب.
Excellent.
My brother is married, but I am a bachelor.
Correct. So here, أخي متزوج
My
مبتدا,
brother.
and the ya here, which is attached to lakinna, is the ism of inna, and azabun is the
Khabar.
same here. Sayyarati.
سيارتي قديمة ولكنها قوية. My car is old, but is strong. It is strong.
Excellent. So here, sayyarati kadimatun lakinnaha, and it is, the ha is the ism of lakinna, kawiyatun is the khabar. Excellent. Now, next person I would ask is going to be, I said Sister Wajda's name, then after Sister Wajda, Sister Muna, and then Sister Durdana, and then Sister Najla. Ka'anna.
Ka'anna. Before I start that, can you explain? You said when you were talking about kaslanu, you said when is alif and noon and it is diptoed.
Yeah. So there are, in the Arabic language, there are some nouns which do not take tanween, dhamma tanween, fatha tanween, or kasra tanween, any tanween.
Okay.
Those types of nouns are called dipto.
Okay.
And so this type of noun, kaslan, any noun which ends with an alif and a noon at the end, never takes a tanween.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So ka'anna is the one of the sister of inna. And so the noun following it is mansub. It means it looks as if, for example, ka'anna al-imama maridun. It looks like if the imam is sick.
1 second now. Now here, can you see? If the ka'anna was not there, how do you say the imam is sick? How would you say that?
Al-imamu maridun.
Exactly. Al-imamu maridun. Al-imamu, the last letter should have a dhamma, a dhamma. But because of ka'anna, it's sister of inna, it changed the harakat of al-imamu to al-imama, and maridun is the khabar. Excellent.
Man hadhihi al-fatatu ka'annaha ukhtuka. Who is the girl? It looks like if she is your sister. كأن هذه السيارة له. It looks like if this car belongs to him. كأنك من الهند. You seem to be from India. Then
number 4, ask Sister Munazadina.
Okay.
Jazakallah.
So the numbers from 11 to 20 with the masculine madud, these numbers are compound. They consist of 2 parts. The madud is singular, mansub. For example, 11 stars would be ahada ashara kaban. 19 books, tis'ata ashara kitaban.
So 1 second now. Now, first of all, you need to remember numbers from 11 to 19 to 20 are compound. What does it mean? It means that it contains like the unit and the tens. So you will see ashar, ahada, tis'ata. So you have the units and the tens. That's the way they're constructed. And the other point you will see is that both parts, the last letter, mansub. Who said that?
Me, Munazedi.
Yeah, that's right. That's the other important thing. There will be mansub, and also the actual noun ma'dud will be singular mansub as well. Kawkaban, kitaban.
Kawkaban, kitaban. Okay.
And then next ruling you're going to do is that numbers from 11 to 19, 11 to 20, they are compound numbers. It has unit and tens. And the other thing which we're going to cover next part is that numbers 11 and 12. So because it's a compound, it contains 1 and 10, 2 and 10. Now numbers 11 and 12, both parts will correspond to the ma'dud. Only numbers 11 and 12, both parts will correspond to the ma'dud. If the ma'dud is masculine, the 11, the 1 and the 12 will correspond. If the ma'dud is feminine, the 1 and the 10 will correspond. Go ahead now, Sister Muna.
Okay, so we will deal with these numbers under 4 headings. A, numbers 11 and 12. Here, both parts agree with the ma'dud. For example, 11 male students are ahada ashara Taliban.
What's happening? Explain.
So we have 11 male students. So with these numbers, the ahada and the ashara, they're both mansub.
Excellent. 1.
And then they both agree with the madud, which is Taliban.
Excellent. Is that clear for you so far?
Yes.
Excellent. Next one.
And then you have 11 female students. So you have ehdi asharata
ihda
asharata talibatan. Here we have ehdi and asharata, the feminine, and so we have talibatan with the tanwa kasra tanvirati and
fatha tanween.
Sorry, not the kasra tanween, the tanween with the fatha. And then 12 male students. Ithna ashara talaban. So, Sheikh, you see, I didn't say it the Pakistani way. I didn't say isna. I said ifna. It was right this time.
Yeah.
So, ifna ashara laban, 12 male students, and then 12 female students are ifnata asharata talibatan. You want me to read B?
Sheikh, it's not Ashara though, right? It's Ashrata.
So number 12,
Ashrata.
Asharata. Yeah. And Ashar is for Ashar. You read it, Ithna Ashar for the masculine and Asharata for the female.
And it's also isnata.
Yes. For the female, it's Ithnata, which she did. You know, I read it correctly. She said Ithnata. That was correct. And for the masculine. Yes.
Isnata.
Right.
Three.
Ashara.
So this is what you need to remember. Like 11 and 12, both genders correspond. Thank you for that, Sister Mona. Let me just get the next student because there's quite a few students I need to bring on to the mic.
Jazakallah. Thank you, Sheikh.
Who did I say next? Was it Sister? Who was next? Sister Durdana, I think I said. Yes? Sister Durdana?
Assalamu alaikum.
Numbers from 13 to 19.
Numbers from 13 to 19. Here, the second part agrees with the madud, and the first part does not. Example, Salasata Ashra Taliban.
So the second, Thalatha is the first part, Ashar is the second part. So that's what it says. So all the tens will follow the ma'dud. If the ma'dud is masculine, the Ashar will be masculine, but the unit itself will be opposite.
Oh.
So you see, Thalathata, it's female, and Taliban is masculine. Now over here, Thalatha.
Salasa Ashrata Talibatan.
Correct. So you see, Talibatan is female, and Ashrata is
It's female.
and the units Thalatha is
Salasa is male.
exactly. So it's
Masculine.
opposite gender of Talibatan. So literally, like, so what you can remember, Sister Durdana, is that like 3 to 10.
Yeah.
Remember, like 3 to 10, it was the same ruling that if the ma'dud is masculine, the number is
Feminine.
and if the ma'dud is masculine, the number is so if the ma'dud is masculine and feminine, and if the ma'dud is female,
Yeah, the
masculine.
this madud is masculine.
Yes.
As you can see, Salasata Ashra Taliban, the madud Taliban is masculine. So the second part of the number Ashra is masculine, while the first part Salasata is feminine, as indicated by the endings ta. In Salasata Ashrata Talibatan, the Madhu Talibatan is feminine. So the second part of the number Ashrata is also feminine, while the first part Salasata is masculine, as indicated by the absence of the ta.
Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone?
Yes.
Brilliant. Sister Najla, can you come on the next paragraph? Jazakallah, Sister Durdana.
Thank you.
In this lesson,
Okay. In this lesson, we learn these numbers only with the masculine madud. We will learn them again with the feminine madud in lesson 6.
Okay.
These numbers are mabni, indeclinable. In other words, they do not change to indicate their function in the sentence. This will become clear by comparing the numbers from 3 to 10 with these numbers.
Okay, so what it means is saying that, as I said to Sister earlier, that these numbers from 11 to 19, they all have thalatha asharata, all of them end with a fatha itself. So that's what it means mabni, that they do not take a kasra, they don't take a dhamma, they all come thalatha asharata, thalathata ashar. So that's called mabni, that the harakat do not change.
Okay.
But remember now, for example, numbers from 3 to 10, numbers 3 to 10, the harakat can change. Sometimes they come thalathatu, sometimes they come thalathata, sometimes they come thalathatin. So that is called declinable nouns. So numbers from 11 to 19, they do not change the harakat. They always remain with a fatha, thalathata, asharata. They do not change. Now, let me show you. Let's go over here. Let's go onto the next page. Now, over here now. Bismillah, sister.
Yes.
In the,
Indi salasato riyalatan. I have 3 riyals.
so here in the thalathatu riyalatin, I have 3 riyals. So here, what's happened here is that in the, so whenever indi comes, because indi is one of those words that whenever it comes, it always takes a precedence in the sentence. It comes in the beginning of the sentence. So indi is actually khabar. Thalathatu riyalatin is mudaf and mudaf ilay, and it's mubtada. So that's the reason, as you know, all mubtada and khabar always end with marfu cases, dhamma or a dhamma tanween. So that's the reason why thalathatu has the dhamma. Now, next one, uridu.
Uridu salasata riyalatin.
Riyalatin. The lam has alif. Riyalatin.
I want 3 riyals.
Now, uridu. What is uridu? Is it a verb or what?
Verb.
I
Yeah.
want.
Correct. Now, I want is a verb. Now, uridu, because it's a verb, what does a verb require?
Object.
A file.
Object.
Object.
Yeah. So it has a fa'il, a doer. So who is the doer?
Uridu.
Exactly.
Who?
And what does it require? An object. And what is the object I want?
Riyals. 3
Exactly.
riyals.
So because now, now can you see the thalathatu has become thalatha? Thalathata. Why? Because it's the object of the.
Uridu.
Exactly. So this is now these numbers here are changing their last ending. So these are called declinable nouns.
Okay.
Is that clear now, Sister Najla?
Yes.
And then after that, ba. Ba is what?
Jar.
Which?
Preposition.
Harf jar.
Yes. So let's read hadha al-kalamu.
Haza kalamu bislasati riyalatin.
Correct.
The pen costs 3 riyals.
So because of ba, بثلاثة ريالات, so ba is harf jar, is changing from thalathatu to thalathati, and riyalatin, so it comes with a plural, the kasra tanween.
Okay. Indi salasata ashra riyalan.
So you see in the, over here, when indi came in 3, it was thalathatu. But over here now, 13 is not indi thalathatu, it's indi thalathata ashar riyalan. So all of them are ending with a fatha. They are not changing to a dhamma.
It's because of Ashara, right?
No, it's because numbers from 11 to 19, they do not change. They always come with a fatha, full stop. They do not take a dhamma, they don't take a kasra, they just take fathas, that's it.
Okay, 11 to 19. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And they only have fatah?
Yes, only with fathas.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay. They are mabni.
Yes.
Okay. Araido salasata ashra riyalan. I have 13 riyals.
I want 13, yeah.
I want 13 riyals.
Yes, excellent. And finally, hadha al-qalamu.
Kalamu bisalasata ashra riyalatin. This pen is for 13 riyals.
Exactly. No, normally, when it was 3, bithalathati. But even though ba is coming, is not changing the harakat of the ta marbuta, it's still bithalathata.
Okay.
That's what's
And
called.
you have riyalan though, not riyalatan, right?
Yes. So numbers 3 to 10, the ma'dud comes plural, majroor. But 11 to 19 or 11 to 20, it comes singular, mansoob, the ma'dud. Right. Yeah, and riyalatin.
Yeah, Sheikh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna interrupt here for a second.
Okay.
Remind me again, because I'm a little bit confused.
What's that?
Why is it rialatin in some places and why is it rialan? Even though it is plural, right? Because salatatu ashara rialan.
So what's happened, the Arabs have devised a formula saying that from 3 to 10, the actual ma'dud will be plural majroor. But from 11 to 20, it'll be singular mansub. That's the only reason why.
Thank you. I know you said this before, it just didn't register.
No,
Thank
but
you.
it happens. Things, numbers are something which are always a bit more challenging, so that's fine. Sister Najla, finish off the last paragraph.
Note that isna and isnata commence with hamzatul wasl and it is omitted in pronunciation when preceded by a word.
So literally it's saying that this alif in ithnata and ithna, if there's like wathnata, it will be wathnata and wathna. So if there's and in front of it, the alif becomes silent. That's what we're trying to say.
The number 20 is ishruna. It has the same form for both the masculine and feminine madud. The madud is singular mansub. For example, ishruna talibatan, ishruna taliban.
Jazakallah. So that's perfect. Number 5, I'm going to ask Sister Layla.
We will learn the numbers from 30 to 90 in book 5. Inshallah, we'll learn there the other cases of these numbers as well. Okay, the word of the first is awalu, or original. Numbers from 2 to 10 are formed on the platform on the pattern of file. And what is this? Salitun, third, Rabiun, fourth, Khamisun, fifth, and Saadisun, sixth.
Correct.
Second is
Thanin.
Ani,
No, Thanin.
Thanin, which is originally Thaniyun, like Ghalin in lesson 1. With Al, it is Athani. Okay. Kazalika Al, what is this? Al, Alaysa. Alaysa Kazalika? Isn't it so? If a student asks, Anta Talibun, Alaysa Kazalika, the answer is Bala. We will learn more about Bala in lesson 6. Ayyuhuma, which of the two? For example,
so ayyuhuma. So ayyuhuma. So a means which, huma means of two of them. So which ayyuhuma. So when it comes, it can come. Sometimes the word ayyu, the dhamma on the ayyu, sometimes can come with a fatha, sometimes can come with a kasra, and inshallah we'll do this in the later on. But let's just focus on ayyuhuma. Continue. Fil fasli.
fil fasli talibani min farinsa ayyuhuma akhuka. There are 2 students from France in the class. Which of them is your brother? Fanaji, this is so hard. The 2 broken plural from mafa'il and mafa'ilu, like fanadikun and fanadisun.
So these are broken plurals.
Yeah.
But these plurals, in the after the alif in the plurals, you will see the 2 letters ain lam, or 3 letters ain ya lam, and the middle letter is a silent. These are fundukun fanadiko, finjanun fanajino, and they're called muntahal jamu. I'll talk about this later, but just remember they're called muntahal jamu and they're types of plurals itself. And also these plurals, the way you recognize these plurals, they don't take a tanween at the end. Can you see it? Fanadiko and fanajino. They don't take.
They're diptos.
Yeah, the diptos, correct.
They don't take them.
Okay, right. I'm not going to do the whole lesson today. I think just this actual points to remember. It's a killer. So I'm going to do the actual vocabulary. Dr. Ahmed, can you do the vocabulary? So, Shahrun.
Month.
Doctor, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Shahrun, month.
Shahrun, month.
La'ibun,
Laibun, players.
correct. Wasi'un,
Asan, large.
yep. So Shahirun,
Very famous.
Tamanun,
Tamanun, price.
and Kasla, it's a female for lazy, and Kaslano
Kaslano,
is the masculine for lazy.
right.
And then the hostel is Mahja'un.
Ahjaun. Akakban, star.
Fariq,
Fariqun, team.
Shaqiqun,
Gigun, full brothers.
Fil Manami,
In dream.
Nafidatun,
Nafizan, window.
Nawafidhu,
Nawafizu, plural.
correct. Sinnun,
Nun, age, tooth.
Sinnun age. Right. I'm not gonna. I'm thinking is that because you've got one lesson a week, if I don't do the lesson itself, it's not gonna be. It's not the best thing to do. I'm gonna actually do the lesson. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna actually do.
What do you mean by full brother?
So it's step brother. He's a full brother. He's not a step brother. That's what it means. Shaqiqun.
Okay.
Right.
Sinan means.
Sinnun,
means.
yeah.
Sinan means what? What Sinan means?
Sinnun means age, doctor.
Okay, age. And also written tooth.
Yeah, Ahsantum. Yeah, Sinnun, mashallah, is good that you remember. Yes, Sinnun sometimes comes in the meaning of age, and sometimes Sinnun Asnan comes in the meaning of teeth as well. That is correct. Mashallah, you remember that point. Right, okay, I'm going to go through the lesson, and then inshallah we'll go through this lesson again, because the exercises on this lesson is quite long, and next week the whole lesson we'll probably spend on the exercises. Okay, let me go through the lesson now. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ad-Darsu Thalithu, the third lesson. Ahmadu, kam taliban fi faslikum ya Aliyu. How many students in your class, O Ali? Ali responds, في فصلنا 14 طالبا. So in our class are 14 students. Now, applying the formulas what we've learned, so طالبا is masculine and it's singular, and it's masculine. So the actual units itself, the tens, follow طالبا in gender, but the units itself is opposite to طالبا. So أربعة is female. Ahmad, الطلاب في فصلنا أكثر. The students in our class are many. فيه, so he is referring back to the classroom. In it, تسعة عشر طالبا. So again, 19 students. The 10 is following the ma'dud in gender, but the actual unit itself are opposite to the ma'dud. تسعة, تاء مربوطة at the end. يا علي, ما اسم الطالب الجديد الذي جاء أمس? What is the name? Okay, I'm going to ask this question to Sister Kulthum. Sister Kulthum,
Yes, sir.
how would you translate this? ما اسم الطالب الجديد الذي جاء أمس? جاء means came, أمس means yesterday. Why is it al-jadidi? And what does that relate to?
Jadidi is relating to talibi, so it is not manut.
Correct?
So
How would you translate it?
So it says, what is the name of the new student who came yesterday?
Excellent. Excellent. ما اسم الطالب الجديد. الجديد is the adjective for طالب. Correct. علي اسمه أسامة. His name is Usama. هو طويل جدا. He is very tall. أليس كذلك? Isn't it so? Ali, بلى. Yes. هو طويل جدا. He is very tall. ولكن, however, حامدا أطول منه. However, Hamid is taller than him. So huwa is used with minhu. Minhu. إنه أطول طالب. Surely he is the tallest student في فصلنا, in our classroom.
So here minhu is then him, right?
Than him, correct.
Okay.
ومن أطول طالب في فصلكم, and who is the tallest student in your classroom? Ahmad says أطول طالب في فصلنا إبراهيم. The tallest student in our class is Ibrahim. Ali says أدفتر هذا يا أحمد. Is this your notebook, O Ahmad? Inna khattaka jamilun jiddan. So inna is coming. So the word khattaka originally was khattuka, your handwriting. Because of inna, it's changing the khattuka, which is the mubtada, into the ism, and it's making it the ta of the khat mansub. Inna khattaka jamilun. Jamilun is the khabar of inna. Surely your handwriting is beautiful. MashaAllah. Ahmad says, Shukran. Ya Ali, thank you, O Ali. Khatti jamilun, my handwriting is beautiful. Wa khattuka ajmalu, and your handwriting is more beautiful. Ali says, Man hadha al-fata alladhi ma'aka ya Ahmad. Who is this young chap that is with you, ma'aka, with you, O Ahmad? Ka'annahu akhuka. It seems like he is your akhuka, your brother, okay? Ahmad says, Na'am huwa akhi ash-shaqiqu. Yes, he is my real brother or full brother. Ali says, Akbaru minka huwa am asgharu. Is he older than you or smaller or younger? Huwa asgharu minni. He is smaller or younger than me. في أي محجة أنت يا أخي. في أي محجع أنت يا أخي. In which hostel are you, oh my brother? أنا في محجع الخامس. I am in the fifth hostel. وهو بعيد جدا عن الجامعة, and it is very far from the university. أنا في المحجع الثامن. هو أبعد من محجعكم. I am in the eighth hostel, and it is further away than yours. أيهما أحسن. Which one of them is the better one? المحجع الخامس, the fifth hostel. أحسنه, it is better. فإن, the word غرفه, surely its rooms. غرف, غرف means plural for rooms. غرفة is singular, غرف is plural, and غرفه is mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Who is referring back to the fifth hostel. غرفه meaning its rooms are more spacious. والنوافذ, so نافذة نوافذه, and its windows أكبر are bigger. ومراهيضه مرحاض مراهيضه, and its toilets أنظف are more cleaner. And والسرر, and the beds. سرير is singular, والسرر is the plural of beds. التي فيه أجمل, and the beds in it are more beautiful.
But it says surura.
Ahsanti. Why? Because what's all the words after wow, whatever is coming as conjunctive, is coming as conjunction upon فإن on the word غرفه. Because inna is coming and غرفه, it should be فإن غرفه. Because of inna, it's changing the actual last letter of the word غرفة to a fatha, because it's the ism of inna. And when wa comes, wow, it's in a conjunction letter upon ghurafa. So whatever the word ghurafa is getting the i'rab, the word after wow is getting the same i'rab. And over here, wa and wa is literally like having wa inna marahidahu wa inna asturura allati fihi ajmalu. So rather than repeating inna again, they just put and it means the repetition of the harakat is going to be the same itself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. I'm not going to do the exercise today because there's a lot for you to absorb from the actual points to remember and the lesson. And then once you've done that, try to do the exercises, and then inshallah I'll go through the exercises in class. Any questions which is pending?
Just wanted to say thank you for doing that lesson. That was good after the points to remember. It kind of pulls everything together.
Yeah. That's the reason why I have to do, because what would happen if I didn't do the points to remember and applied it on the lesson itself, it would have been incomplete. So that's the reason why it was important that I finished the lesson, even though it's a quite a challenging lesson. But inshallah, you have the recordings to listen to, and plus you got the week to go through the lesson as well, inshallah. Okay. Anyone? No questions?
Next Monday we have class, right?
Next Monday. As long as everyone's happy, I could do the class.
We have.
Yes,
We can hear
it's a holiday here, but I'm available. Would love it.
Yeah, I know it's half term as well, but as long as everyone's happy with it, and I could go for it. Otherwise, I'm happy to cancel it if they want to cancel it. Whatever the vote.
We shouldn't miss any class because Muharram is coming now.
No, it's true. I want to finish off the book before Muharram. That is my aim. That is my. So inshallah, I'll try to finish before Muharram. Inshallah, this book. Okay. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil faraj wa sahil makhraj wal an a'da'ahum.